this person, as soon as he hopped on the call, I can tell from the look on his face that he was skeptical with a capital S. Like, you know how sometimes people hop on a sales call and you can just look at them, you get the understanding that this person has gone through multiple sales calls and he's just there with the fuck you face. Like, yeah, I've gone through a bunch of these things and I don't know if I trust you. I don't know if I want to trust you. I'm probably not going to buy from you. So just tell me what you have. That is the kind of look he had on his face when he first jumped on the call, which obviously you're not going to see because I'm going to blur his face. But I can promise you, and you're going to hear in his voice, in his tone, and the way he was speaking in the later part of the call, that as the call went on, he got a lot less defensive. He was a lot more trusting. And one of the reasons I feel like that happened is because you're also going to notice that during the entire sales call, my approach is very conversational. I don't like follow like a generic script, like, oh, this is what's going to happen, this is what we're going to do, blah, blah, blah. I just tend to have a conversation. I want to hear what you're struggling with, why you're here on the call, what happened in the past, what you're looking for. And obviously I'm going to talk about what I do as well. But if I can't even help you out, then I'm going to actively tell you that. And when I bring that approach, when I bring that sort of energy onto a sales call, you're going to notice that prospects start becoming a lot less defensive. They start trusting you a lot more, and you build a lot more rapport, which is what you're going to see on the sales call. So this is a $15,000 product I'm currently selling for one of my closing roles, and this is basically a B2B market. So the prospects are a lot more skeptical, they're a lot more defensive, and they are a lot less prone to buying because of all the experiences they've had in the past, where they've worked with other people, they've gotten burned in the past, which is what this person also said as well. And yeah, with that being said, that is pretty much the entire context of the call. So enjoy, take out whatever lessons you can, and implement them on your sales call as well.
Makes sense. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, like obviously we speak to a lot of people who are currently in the construction space, who are doing commercial, and who are also, some of them are doing residential as well. Almost all of them have told me that, yes, getting more stable jobs is one of their biggest problems. And have also, funnily enough, told me that they have worked with other marketing people in the past and that didn't really work out for them. So we're going to talk about that in just a bit. In terms of you getting more projects right now, what exactly are we doing to get that?
That's what I'm talking to you, because your videos popped up because I've been looking at optimizing our website.
Mm-hmm.
So now I've been working on that website. Well, I've worked on it twice or so this period to make it more AI compliant, if that's the word.
Yeah.
So that ChatGPT and Gemini can be able to index it.
100%.
So I'm having to learn that because it's kind of new.
Mm-hmm.
So the goal is, if that is fully done, then I can I'm working on using I'm trying on using a Nano Banana to create some videos and use it to market our company on social media. So different sections of what we do, all the interior system we do. I know a lot of people use the timeline video thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could do that too on Nano Banana. I don't know. So I'm just dabbling into all that this week because I'm out of projects. We were doing on this project for 9 weeks and I finished on Monday. Mm-hmm. So between Monday last week and today, I've been working on the website, marketing funnels and all of that. So quite a bit has changed in the marketplace with AI changing the way we do things. And so I want to be in the forefront of AI to grow this business. Actually, the goal is grow this business and sell it. I'm done doing construction. I've been doing construction for too long.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, and like one thing that I also will commend you on is the fact that you, multiple times on the call so far, you have said that you want to be at the forefront of AI, which again, I told you before that I speak to a lot of people who are in the construction space. Not a single one of them talk about this. Not a single one of them is telling me that, hey, I want to be at the forefront of AI and I want to implement this in my business as soon as possible. All of them are still stuck in the old school way of thinking, and they're like, hey, I want to do like I don't know, cold calling, or I want to like put up posters, and I'm like, okay, you can do that, but like there's AI, you can just use AI to get a lot of marketing done. And I commend you on actually like recognizing that this is something you need to get done. So with that being said, obviously you are talking to me to be able to see how we can get a lot more jobs. What are you guys currently doing yourselves to be able to do that? Like, is there any sort of marketing going on in-house?
Yeah, well, we have the website, we have a Google My Business page, which I make it actively my duty to ask for reviews. So each time you update your reviews, you see some tractions from the analytics. Well, those are the only two things we've been doing. I've not really posted on Facebook or on social media. I mean, I did Google Ads 3 years ago. Yeah, so most of our clients are recurrent clients. So we work for 2 big companies.
Okay.
So they give us jobs. So we are part of their pre-qualified contractors. So whenever there's a project, we're bidding on it. And I'm quite good at estimation. So 90% of the jobs, well, some of the jobs would come unopposed. So they just give it to us to do. So That keeps us busy, but that's not what I want. Like the job
Okay.
we just finished,
Mhm.
almost a $600,000 job, same company. Now they don't have anything. I don't have to be waiting. I need to have three, four clients, stuff like that. Plus, if I can do that, I can now have two or three crews that I'm running. Then I just do the management. So
Yeah.
this is where I want to be to get myself off of tools because I've been on tools all this while.
Interesting. So you want to basically just be the operator instead of actually having to work in the business 24/7.
That is the goal. That was
Makes
why I
sense.
started this, but it comes like you're never able to catch up. I'm
Mhm.
always playing catch up because I do marketing our slow season, which is winter times. Then April comes like snow now. Just like we had almost 20 centimeters of snow last week. It
Mhm.
was a snowstorm, but it's melting now. So phones will start ringing. I know that maybe today, and um, if there's something serious, boom, I'm going to abandon everything we're doing because now they need me on site.
Yeah.
So this has been my problem. I put in the work, but before I would get this boom breakthrough, I'm called again back to site because I have not been able to get a foreman that can run this project for me.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now, there are two factors to that because I don't try not to make excuses. But I did the same company in Toronto, by the way, and it's different from Fort McMurray. The reason being the competition we get from the oil sands. They have better incentives. The job there is more relaxed because it's time and material.
Mhm.
So for me as a subcontractor, I would tell my workers slow it down. So who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Workers, the more hours they put in, the more money I make. So I have no incentive to tell them to work fast. But in the city, you're working on hard dollar because it's lump sum.
Mhm.
Every hour spent is your money. Your bottom line is being dwindled. It's been, shredded into nothing if you're not careful. So it's kind of difficult terrain. So in Ontario, there's more accessibility of workers,
Mhm.
especially in the GTA,
Yeah.
compared to here. Everybody wants to work in the other sun because that's the catch. Everybody, every trade is there. All the good ones are there. So the ones you get, some of them are unemployable because they have addiction problem,
Mhm.
and some of them are no good. Maybe they're just newcomers in the country. So now you're having to babysit, and this slows you down.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I feel if I can get a good traction, with workflow, I can get one guy or two people
Mhm.
who can run my projects, and I just manage them. So
Yeah.
that way, we can recruit the workers, and
Uh,
and even if we have to put in sub trades, we'll still do it. But that will help me buy back some of my time.
yeah, 100%. And again, like word spreads around, right? So when you get that one or two guys, they're going to also like spread the word and let other people know that hey, I'm doing jobs for this company and I'm getting consistent jobs and I'm getting paid as well. So you
Oh
guys
yeah,
should work in this company as well. But all things lead back to first of all having a lot more stable and consistent jobs. Now you said you're doing GMB and you used to do Google Ads, but you don't anymore. Just out of curiosity, like why not post on Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that, and do a lot more marketing that way?
good question. I don't know, just laziness, I guess.
You just what?
Laziness, just
Okay. Okay. But yeah, but like obviously if we want to be getting a lot more jobs, we need to make sure that we are pretty much everywhere, right? Which again, I get what you mean because it's very easy to make this into like a full-time job where you started the business to have more time, but now you're just spending all of your time in the business and you just created another job for yourself. Which I get.
yes.
Like that's totally fair. And that is also where we come into play, where we basically take care of all the marketing for you so that you don't have to treat this like a job. We basically make it a job, our own job. So with that being said, like just out of curiosity, how much do one of your projects go for?
Um, we've done projects of 1.5 million,
Mhm.
40,000 to like we just finished a 620,000
Mhm.
project in 9 weeks. So it kind of varies.
Okay.
But what we don't do now, I don't take jobs of $5,000.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh, well, it depends on the season. At times I take, I don't care. But
Yeah, but there needs to be like a minimum.
5,000.
5,000. Okay. Makes sense. And these are like the two companies that are consistently giving you jobs.
Oh, those companies, oh no, 40,000, 10,000. We've done $800,000 project.
Mhm.
This one was 620. Yeah, so it varies. So what they do with us is every commercial job they have in the city,
Mhm.
we do it for them because they are
Interesting.
more focused in the oil sand in the industrial where they work time and materials. So they can take on jobs in the city
Mhm.
because their workers are already attuned to working on site, where you're paid 10-hour day, but you end up doing like 6-hour work because of the safety procedures required and time to fill out paperwork and all of that, and the way they work. So they can't bring those guys to town to work. So in order to keep their reputation with their clients, so when they get these calls, they hand it down to us. And whatever we quote, they mark up 20%.
Mhm.
So for doing nothing, they make 20%, and I
Yeah.
do the job. So I do all that work. So whatever they get in town is ours. It's coming my table.
Interesting. Okay. And all like the two jobs you're getting, are they full scope? Like you're doing pretty much everything for
Oh
them,
yeah,
or like
oh
what is
yeah.
it?
Full
What's
scope,
that?
full
Full
project
scope.
scope. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Interior, exterior depends. Unless I say we're not doing it. So
Okay.
like this job now, I did a lot of mechanical, which is not my area of expertise.
Mhm.
But we still got through with it. I had to sub everything out. Yeah, learning as my contractors, tackle the job.
Interesting. Okay. Well, in that case, man, like just out of curiosity, since these two companies are getting you most of the jobs right now, what happens if they decide to go with another company? Like, how do we get more money?
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because working, tying yourself to two companies is not reliable.
Mhm.
So we're pre-qualified to work for them. So we could be pre-qualified to work for 10 other companies.
Yeah. So in that case, I guess, what's your strategy to actually go out? I mean, other than talking to us, obviously, what's your strategy to go out and get, let's say, two or three more of these companies that are giving you consistent jobs over the summer?
Brand. Work
Mhm.
on our brand to make it really um, professional.
Mhm.
Two, employ, like we've talked about, to be able to deliver consistently on our scope and our cost management.
Mhm.
So with that, we're gonna build more reputation in the industry. When we build a better reputation or a stronger reputation,
Right.
then we become more attractive to other companies. Like if I'm in BC and I'm coming to do a project in Fort McMurray,
Mhm.
where's the first place I go? Go online and I'm gonna say commercial companies or drywall companies or interior system companies in Fort McMurray. Can we be one of the number 1 to 3 that pops up?
Yeah.
And then when we do, would they notice that this company is everywhere? Their website is sleek, functional, all the buttons are working. These companies are well positioned to undertake such projects, and they go through our project profile and say, okay, good. Our phone will
Mhm.
ring, right? The rest is on me now to sell, which I'm quite good at selling. But that is what I'm doing. That is what I want to do this period, this week, next week,
Okay. Okay.
because we
Makes
might
sense.
get busy in the weeks to come.
Mhm. Yeah. So the first thing you mentioned was brand. Let's break that down for a sec.
You review the website. What did you see? Does it look quality enough? No.
It,
Oh,
I'm going to be very honest with you, man. It looks decent, right? But this is also the exact same website template that most construction company, most contractors use as well. So that is the first thing that I noticed. Like it's like we're not really separating ourselves from everyone else because it's pretty much a similar template that everyone else uses. So the first thing you mentioned was brand. Let's break that down for a second. What do you feel like you need to do to be able to make your brand stand out from everyone else?
personally, I we have a YouTube channel, so I want to synchronize all our websites, all our social media and website. Actually, website doesn't even work. Website just a display of whatever. But I want to produce more content. Doing content, marketing on LinkedIn. If we're
Mhm.
not marketing, branding on LinkedIn and putting
Yeah.
content out on LinkedIn, it's gonna get us the credit. Actually, that's the target I want to use to get to estimators, GCs, and project managers. I want to position myself now. Um, I've not updated my LinkedIn since 2015.
It's been a decade.
Yeah, so I thought of that. Actually, I made a list of that this morning. I was working at about 3 a.m. this morning.
Mhm.
I need to work on the LinkedIn profile. Now, good enough, I can plug everything on Cloud code, and it will fine tune everything for me in one night. Isn't that
Mhm.
amazing?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that today.
Okay.
Then branding on LinkedIn, synchronizing on all our social media this thing. Then yeah, then start taking calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, do videos. We're gonna do more videos that will, connect our social. So TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, but mostly YouTube.
Mhm. Yeah. One thing I want to let you know is that you are on the right track. You mentioned content. That is exactly what we need to be doing a lot more of to be able to build that brand and separate ourselves from everyone else. Because I don't know if you know, Kylie Jenner is a billionaire. She was 21 when she became a billionaire. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, he opened his whiskey company and got to like $1 billion valuation in what? Months. How? All these people already had a brand. All these people already had some sort of brand that helped them make a lot more sales. So yes, we are gonna be running ads. We're gonna have a really slick website. We're gonna have all of this. But the thing that's gonna separate us from everyone else is content, is brand, and that is what we need to be focusing on. So with that being said, like, do you know exactly what kind of content you need to be posting to be able to start building that brand and get a lot more jobs?
Oh yeah.
Okay, what is that going to be?
Um, Industry updates,
Mhm.
safety updates, and trends, industry trends.
Okay. So the first thing with content, man, is we need to make sure that we're producing content that reaches a lot of people, right? So if we are making, let's say, industry update content or safety update content, do you feel like that's going to be the type of content that's going to reach, let's say, millions of people? Are you still there? Michael, you still there? There you go.
Sorry, I got an interference from the contractor I told you about.
Mhm.
The project manager just called. There's an issue with the last project with our
Mhm.
occupancy. Anyways, my apologies for that.
No worries, man. But yeah, as I was saying, the first thing with content is we need to make sure we're creating content that reaches a lot of people, because if no one even knows that we're making content, then what's even the point of making content, right? So do you feel like safety tips or, let's say, industry updates is going to reach a lot of people?
Oh yes, depending on where you're targeting. We're targeting the industrial
Hmm.
sites. So safety is a big deal because of liability.
Okay.
Liability for them runs into billions.
Hmm.
All right. So um, part of why jobs there are slowed down, they're not fast paced, is because of safety. They
Hmm.
tell you, we don't care about production, we care about safety. You must go home the way you came, not losing a finger, not losing your nail, or anything,
Hmm.
but safety. So when you talk about safety, I think you will get the kind of traction that we're looking for from these project managers, because they want to work with a company or a project manager that understands their culture of safety. So that's why I want to do this kind of content. But generally, video content. Now we
Hmm.
could use ChatGPT, no, not AI, to create videos from ideas.
Hmm.
We don't have to be original videos. We can use AI. Yeah, I've not seen
Okay.
anything like that apart from the time lapse thing that people are doing. But
Hmm.
talk on safety, repurpose all the safety tickets that we have in Alberta,
Hmm.
like CSTS, OSA, and just repurpose it and brand it I don't know if we're going to be breaking any laws. Yeah, but you could tell ChatGPT to use that as a guide and recreate and create an avatar for
Mhm.
our company and use that to create these videos. Hmm, good. I just figured out something. So we're gonna do content.
Okay. Yeah, man. Like
Yeah.
it seems like you already know what you need to do. So I
Yeah,
guess
but
like
I don't have all the time. If I can pay to do some of this, or maybe you guys like I have this idea now. Show me, Michael, do this in 5 minutes instead of me trying to figure it out throughout this week because I don't have the time. I just
makes
got
sense.
called now. It could be Michael. We need you to go make a site visit. Boom, and I put a quote in. They want us on site tomorrow.
And
Then
then
this whole conversation is dead.
your to do list just like goes on and on and on. You just never get to it.
Good. So this is where I am. I
Makes
mean, if I can just totally quit construction and focus on AI,
Mhm.
man, I love that.
Yeah, let's hope we make that happen for you. Well, I guess like I have a couple more questions for you before I start talking about exactly what we do. Um,
Okay.
First things first. Obviously, I can tell that you have been thinking about this for a while. Like you know that okay, need to make content, need to use AI, need to do all of these things, but
Yes.
you never got into it. So I guess just out of curiosity, like why now? Why not like keep pushing this a couple more months?
I've always done this for years though.
Mhm.
Like trying to get this company to the point where like Ledcar, for example, if you know any construction company, Ledcar is from Newfoundland and is still owned by one man. One man. So he
Interesting.
could do it, I can
Mhm.
do it.
Okay.
I'm talking. Sorry, are we still connected?
Uh, I can hear you,
Okay.
but your video is frozen.
Yeah, each time it freezes, there's a call. My phone is buzzing. That's a Calgary. It might be job. If it's not registered number, is a new job. So phones will start ringing. I told you that already.
Do you
So I
have
need to get this done.
do you have like a computer by your side so that we can just make sure that the phone's not ringing?
Yeah, I didn't get your link. I don't know what email you sent it, so I just clicked on the text message and
Okay.
here we are.
If you're gonna get a lot of calls, which I'm assuming you are going to because you obviously are getting jobs, I can send you a link to your email and you can just join from your computer.
Okay, send it to Michael at
Yeah.
mjniprojects.com.
Can you type it here in the Zoom chat?
Sure. Where do I click to type it? You got it?
Yep.
All right, send it there, then I
And
can.
I just sent it over to you, so you should have it.
Okay, so that will give me access to this laptop. How long have you guys been in business?
What's that?
How long have you? The guy I saw his video is from Calgary. That's
Mhm.
what got me though.
Yes, that's Daniel.
So we're in the same province. I can drive up to Calgary and go see him.
Yeah.
Actually, my family they're in Calgary.
Mhm.
My children are all in Calgary.
I was actually there in the summer last year. So
Oh,
beautiful.
okay. Yes, it is. Up here is well planned,
Mhm.
well spaced out, not jump out like Toronto and
Yeah, like we were driving on the highway and like we were looking at both sides. The housing is
uh,
so structured. It looks so good. And I'm like, here in Toronto, like what's happening? It's like so clustered.
yes, yes. This is a new city, a new area, and there's so much land to expand. So we're not going up; it's just expanding, spreading out. So from
Yeah.
here to me, driving up to Calgary is 8 hours by road.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that is the kind of that's how large this province is. It's one of the biggest provinces in Canada. So, um, but it's something I can do. Just drive up, then pass the night and come back. So I want to. Anyway, let's keep talking and see how this goes. And
Yeah, 100%.
um,
Did you get the link?
I'm signing in. Yes.
Get me on the computer.
Yeah, I just got it. I'm going to. You can leave from your phone. I'll accept the computer.
Okay.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. Yeah, now we're here. Yeah, now we're done. Okay. So you can. If I leave here, of the other one.
Yeah. Boom. Okay. Perfect.
So
Cool.
okay, we can hear you now.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, basically what we were talking about was obviously like, yeah, with content, it seems like you know what you're doing and you have been thinking of doing this for a while. So my question, and more like just more sort of curiosity, like why even focus on doing this now? Like why not, let's say, push it 6 months or 12 months from now?
Well, one, I know I can do more. I can achieve it faster now with AI, as opposed to calling some guy in China or in India to edit one icon, which used to be the problem. Then they will edit it. Then you need them to modify something else. You take another day. It takes weeks. Now I do it in seconds. So that's one. Two, the market is evolving, and with AI, a lot of companies are going to be displaced. They don't know it yet. So people like us who are underdog today, with AI, will become number one in the next months, not years. I want to take over the industry and I want to sell that company.
Yep, easy. Like we already had our first one-person billion-dollar company with AI. So a lot of companies are going to be out of the market if they don't implement AI. Which again, I commend you for recognizing that. Like not a lot of people do. So you also said that you've been thinking of posting content for a while. Like how long has it been since you were thinking, you know what, I need to be posting content?
Since 2015.
20. Man, it's been.
I marketed this company 2015 and we couldn't keep up with the jobs.
Right.
2015. Since then, I've not done anything marketing. I just had the website, just dormant. Because Fort McMurray is a difficult place. You can't get workers. You get the jobs, you can't get workers.
Okay.
But now, I have a different strategy. If I can get consistent work, I can come to Toronto, get a house, buy a house, get my workers from Toronto, and keep them here and relocate the family if I have to.
Okay. Well, obviously, 2015, you were like, you cannot keep up with your jobs because you were doing so good marketing. But now it's the opposite aspect where you need more jobs. So I guess like, why did we stop marketing? Why did we stop the content?
Because I couldn't keep up with the work and just then I went through divorce. Yeah, I went through divorce and now I'm starting again. But that's by the way. So, it's a better time now, and and I just feel like this is the time to do it.
Got it. Okay. So if you are to partner up with a company, which you mentioned earlier that you have worked with other marketing people in the past, didn't get results, you're starting to think that it doesn't really work. So if you do partner up with us as someone like us, what would you need to see happen for you to feel like, you know what, this is exactly what I'm looking for?
Well, we're going to create a strategy. I'm not that, much of a novice. I'm halfway when it comes to AI. So we could deploy things and I could check it back end and see how it's working. I could check my analytics and see how we're doing. And AI, we can see results in days, not months, 30 days. And you guys are local, can drive up to Calgary to go see Dave. And I could fly down to Toronto and see you and say, give me my money back.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%.
So I'm not dealing with some guy in Pakistan or somewhere on Upwork. We are all local.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 100%.
So plus you guys, although younger than me, but we're all in the same race to leverage AI.
100%.
So I'm learning AI. You guys might be ahead of me a little bit or quite a lot, but I'm not behind. Like some people don't even know it. This job that we just did, let me give you this. Each time I think on it, man, I get goosebumps. This job came to my desk on December 12th. Same way I got that call from the director of CBS. So Michael, there's a package that just came. Look at it. Give me your quote for the interior. Could you do drywall, all interior system, drywall, taping, modding, paint, trim, everything. So I gave that in 3 days. Then he says to me, we're not going ahead with the job. I said, why? Because my mechanical project manager said the time is too short. He can't deliver for this job. Boy. Then what about electrical? No, we're not doing it. The electricians say they're too busy. They don't need the job. So Michael, either you take the job or we'll forget about it. Now, I said to him, I'm going to deliver this job.
Give me 4 days, and I'll code the entire scope. I did. Now I use a guy in Upwork who I work with, so he gave me all the quantities. But you know what I did with the quantities? I uploaded it into ChatGPT. Give some prompts. ChatGPT quoted the job, gave me all the costing, compared all prices in Edmonton, in Calgary, and I marked it up 30% because Fort McMurray is more expensive than Edmonton and Calgary. And I came out with my numbers. I submitted the quote, but we landed the job. They still didn't know how I pulled it off.
All with ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Nice.
So I'm working on an app now where I can be helping contractors to estimate, because estimation is their greatest problem. They don't know how to estimate. And before, I used to use Upwork. I have 2 guys that I work with on Upwork. I bought Plan Swift, which ChatGPT now makes Plan Swift nonsense. Now I learned Plan Swift, but I was never good at it because I didn't have the time. Plus, they keep calling you every year for update. Learn more. I don't have time for all this because I'm always on tools.
Yeah.
So with ChatGPT now, learning some prompts, I've been able to leverage ChatGPT. But ChatGPT now is a joke.
Yeah. 100%.
What you can do with Cloud Code is way better than what we ever did with ChatGPT, and I'm learning that.
Yeah, you actually caught onto the train, because like most people are still using ChatGPT, and I'm like, yeah, it's a joke. What you can do with Claude and Claude Code is so much better than ChatGPT, which is something we leverage as well when we're working with people. What I can do is I can share my screen and kind of just break down pretty much what we do.
How do we start?
Yeah, love that, man. How do we start is we're going to talk about the pricing now. I'm going to tell you exactly what this costs. And then once we take care of that, then we're going to book an onboarding call with Daniel, which is a guy from Calgary. And he's going to hop an onboarding call with you, help you build your systems, help you set up everything in the first 7 to 14 days. And then we're going to get started.
Okay. So now you guys are doing, so this is a marketing agency. That's what you guys are using AI automation. Do you sell this program? Is it like an affiliate program?
It's not a program. No, it's done for you. So it's not a program. There's not going to be like modules that you're going to watch, videos you're going to watch. It's fully done for you. We're going to come into your business as a business partner, as an extension to your business, and we're going to do this for you.
Okay. So, because you said you guys helped people, there's this guy using as a reference from 0 to 89,000 a month. So the guy is a contractor or a business owner, a brick and mortar business owner.
He's a business owner, yes.
Oh, okay. So you guys help with marketing. All right, cool. So yes, hit me with the numbers. Let's do this.
Yeah, pricing for everything we just talked about for all 8 systems where we're doing the content for you, we're building the AI systems for you, we're building the entire funnel for you, the ads, the AI system, the acquisition, the lead support, everything. It is only a one-time fee of $15,000 for the entire year. And then once the year ends, you get to keep this entire system for yourself.
All right. What's the payment like?
So it's going to be $15K.
One time 15,000?
One time 15,000 for the entire year. Once the year ends, you get to keep everything for life.
What are your guarantees?
What's that?
What are your guarantees?
We don't have any set guarantees so far, because a lot of things we're going to do for you, it's also going to depend on exactly what you're doing as well. So once we give you all the content aspect, are you actually creating the content? If not, then we can't really do anything, right? The only thing that I can guarantee is that if we don't put this in place, then we're going to get crushed by AI.
Yeah, I know. So 15,000. So we're going to redesign the website or optimize the website. Then I'll still be the one writing content, or you guys write the content?
Take care of script. We take care of everything for you. So all you really have to do is, if you want to film, then you film. If you're using AI, then you use AI to film. But I would highly recommend you film, because that builds the trust aspect with your audience. Want to actually see who you are as a person.
Yeah. Especially on the job site. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, your video is frozen.
There's a glitch.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you
There's
go.
a glitch on the network. I heard this sound on the server. Okay, so now 15 grand. I like the fact that it's one-time payment and it's not recurrent. Or you guys spread it out over 1 year and make it recurrent, but it ends at the end of the year. Is that what it is?
So are you talking about like payment plans and like how to spread this out?
Yes. How did you came about your structure? 50,000 is kind of for me. I mean, we're just getting into spring, and phones will start ringing. It's not summer yet, but I know this has to be done before now. Like I'm late. My ads are supposed to be everywhere right now,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. So, but bringing out 15 grand up front right now might be difficult for most people. Yeah, do I want to make the investment? Yes, I want to make the investment. But do I have 15,000 to invest today on marketing? No.
Makes sense.
So
Okay.
this is where the problem comes in.
Cool. Not a problem. So obviously, before we get started, I want to make sure that you are as comfortable as possible going into this. So just out of curiosity, I want to put the ball in your court. How much do you currently have set aside to be able to put into marketing?
None, because I was thinking of doing it myself. But now, can I forego certain investments or certain paying some bills to be able to make this investment? That is what I'm thinking. Can I stretch this? Maybe I can say not pay my sub rates, but can I juggle not paying them for a while? Because I have legally some 15 days, 14 days, 2 weeks to pay. Can I use that money and invest it and within that time begin to see result? Which brings me to my question to you. What timeline are we looking at? Because most people, some gurus that I see online will say, we'll get you hard, we make this for you happen, or don't pay us, give us 30 days.
Yeah.
You see those kind of ads?
Yeah. So our
Like I signed up for constant something marketing that posts your ad, on all platforms with one click. I actually tried it out. But they're in Toronto too. They started calling me constant, or some constant something, whatever. Constant contact. Correct. Yeah. So constant contact, they started calling and say buy the program. Online, the market is free. You can use our system, but when you start, then they start telling you to buy. Now, I uploaded all our emails because I use Joist for my estimation software. So I was able to just export all the files, ESV file and put on their program and did a test run. It worked well. But now to get the full package, they called and obviously I discussed with them. They want now to pay $1,000 every month. Come on. Now that is their program. It is left for me to create mine and start selling. It's an open place. But I didn't go with that. But do I like something like that? Yes. So do I understand what you guys are proposing? Excellent. Perfect. So what is where I am, the reality. And how quickly. So I guess those are the guarantees. From what you guys have done, can we start seeing result, or how soon can we start seeing result? Like if we're doing Google reviews now with the Google My Business, I know the timeline because those are local references that people know you. Fort McMurray is a city of 75,000 people, so everybody knows everybody. So part of our job comes from referrals to word of mouth, people that have worked with us. But I don't want to limit myself here. I want to go province-wide. Calgary, Edmonton, everywhere.
100%.
But dominate this market. Become the big fish in Fort Mac using social media and AI.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Makes sense. In terms of timeline, we have 60 days, right? So that's a 60-day guarantee, where if we don't get your results in the first 60 days, we're going to get you full refund. So basically, once we do it, the entire thing for you, we're doing it's done for you, right? So we're placing all the systems for you, all the content aspect, all the ads aspect, whatever. If you don't see any results, full refund.
Okay. 60 days. So you have that on contract?
I will make sure that Daniel puts it on an agreement, yes. Yeah.
You can make it sooner?
Yeah, give me a second. What we can do is, have you heard of Klarna?
Klarna?
Yeah.
No. What is it?
Klarna is basically a financing platform where we can basically get you started with Klarna. And what happens is, like, once you have, let's say, credit score of over 600, Klarna helps you pay for whatever service on a month-by-month basis. And you can spread that out over 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months based on your credit. So if let's say you spread that for 24 months, 15K over 24 months should be like a couple $100. Let me see.
What's the interest rate? What's the cost of borrowing that money?
That is going to depend on which offer you select. So once we basically take care of like the contract aspect, which we just talked about, I will send you a link and we can walk through the Klarna aspect together and see what kind of API we get. Sounds good?
It sounds good. All right, let's do that because I don't want to.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So first things first, here is the payment link.